Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another base tour. Those of you watching live, this is of course from our weekend live stream, but those of you watching the replay, today we are doing base tours around the Geek server, which I call the best place in the world to play Ark. This is a little network of servers clustered together on which my patrons and Arahli The Geek's patrons play together. Links in the description for Arahli, for the Patreon pages, and for our sponsor, which is G Portal Servers. They're amazing. And today we have a tour lined up. We have a bunch of them, but the first one is for Gnoll. And Gnoll, we are on the Gnoll Plateau. This is your place, and we're going to be doing a little tour around the place. So next, say, depending on how long you need, half hour, 40 minutes, whatever you got. Tour us around, you lead the way, and the other people who are here, guys, they all have base tours as well today. So we will let Gnoll lead the way, and I'm going to keep them, hopefully got the music at the right volume for your mic, which is a little on the quiet side, but we will do our best, and I will do a lot of talking if need be.
Alright, thank you.
So where do we start?
We'll start since we're here, we'll start at the barn. This is actually the first building I built here. I needed a place to keep my dinosaurs safe because I thought it would be dangerous up here, and it turned out it's extremely safe.
Yep. This barn, I like. I've done a barn not that long ago and did the traditional red paint scheme on it. I think it looks really good. Not too many big buildings you can paint bright red, but barns work this way.
Yeah.
And you got using the thatch as sort of like dino beds.
Like bedding for them. Yeah. I saw another base doing that. I like the idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's also my storage area too because I keep all my vaults here. I figured it's a good big building for it.
I've done, I think this is my favorite way to do a barn, this shape where you're an odd number build. You get the 3 across, flat on the top, and the slopes on either side with the drop down, like we're in the upper bit right now. That's how I designed my elk barn back in the day.
Yeah, it gives it kind of a nice balance that way. And this is my Jerboa area, basically. It's supposed to be like all my shoulder pads, but I mostly have just Jerboa.
Now, Gendaia, who's with us on the tour here in the white, had a tragedy this morning, and a bunch of Jerboas, even though there was food nearby, all bit the dust. So I'm sure she is very jealous to see this ridiculous collection of
I'm sure we could fix that. I try to keep them all separated out by fur colors because I was working on breeding color pattern.
Yep.
It's part of the why I have so many. Each one has a certain color pattern and a certain position that I like. So I'm trying to keep them all like that.
Stewie, we were just talking about this. Check out this one with the little bone helmet on there.
That's one of my first, actually.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. I just figured I'd show him off. My guy's mixed in somewhere with this crowd, this guy here.
Yeah, that one is the parent of a lot of my Jerboas, actually.
Okay. Yeah, this is the daddy.
My pink ones with the dark fur come from that one.
I was going to say you got Valentines and Easter, obviously. The multiple colors on the go. These are pretty crazy.
I like the bright colors.
Also got a couple compies. Little glow tail, one or two of each of the others. They don't have too much of the others. Pink bulb dog's pretty cute.
I actually got him almost by accident. I was over in Aberration, almost dying. I saw him. I just grabbed him at the last second, aimed him, and took off before I died.
Nice.
Nice. A strange breed of dimorphin down here.
Oh, the little bloody mess one. It looks like it's almost dead, doesn't it?
I was talking about the purple one right here.
Oh yeah, that one's trippy, yeah. Yeah, that's a Eastern one.
Well, no, I meant this left corner right here in the far corner, or right here in front of me. There's one dimorphin down with the mask on.
I don't know.
I'm talking about fair.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I get it now.
We all missed the joke. Yeah. No, this is beautiful, man. That is a nice collection. And that upstairs is the perfect size for shoulder pads. You really couldn't do a heck of a lot else with that small space, but you totally made the most of it for those guys.
Yeah, you can't fit vaults up there. They go through the roof. So, yeah, it's the perfect spot. All right, next we have my workshop. This is actually built about the same time as the barn because I needed a place to store my work stuff. I got tired of it being in my way all the time.
Yep. Beautiful.
But it's not a fancy place. It's just basically surrounded by my crafting stuff.
Yep, and you got all that hidden away so that from the outside of the plateau you don't see all your the
Exactly.
necessaries, all the required stuff. This little bear cart, kind of cool positioning on him. I like that.
I wanted to keep it to where it looks like it's natural.
Yep. Yeah, I noticed that when we get out to the Gnoll Pond, whatever we're gonna call that you've got your dinos out there in a way that it looks like they would naturally be once we go across the bridge.
Yeah, I try to make everything look like it's basically a lived-in base.
I see a spot over there with some insanely colored flyers. I'm not sure where we should head next. The greenhouse out that way too.
Yeah, we can head over to the house first and then the greenhouse.
Okay, beautiful. Right behind us.
And this house was actually the ruins that were on the area, and I decided instead of I was going to use them as like dino storage, but once I started building around it and trying to rebuild the ruins, I like the way it looks and it became my base, my house.
I should point out to people we're around 2127 on the GPS. I meant to do that at the very beginning. Sorry, Jen, you were going to ask a question.
Are you the one that made all the blueprints of the cups and bowls and stuff from the...
Yep. I always keep a set of those in the two of the community centers, and also my base and my workshop has a box of them too.
Thank you so much for that.
Oh, you're welcome. I wasn't even sure if it was going to work, but I had an extra plate or something like that, so I figured I'd try it out to see what happened, and surprisingly it worked.
We are going to see another build that attempts to do what you did here, which is build into the ruins. I did that going back to that season of Building Evolved where I was in the swamps, and when you try and match your paint color to the color of the ruins, it's a bit of a challenge, but this is a pretty good match. Like, it all kind of works together. Hard to get the lines perfect too.
Oh, the lining everything up was taking days.
Yep. All right, so let's go inside. Main floor looks and feels like ruins a little bit, or the basement, I guess you would call this. I'll go work my way back around to the stairs. Oh wow, look at the colors on that. That must be a paint job.
Which one?
Oh, there's a saber tooth with stripes.
Oh yeah, what looks like Valentines from he. That's a paint.
Whoops, sorry, lagged.
I don't do very many paint jobs, but that's one of them I just had to do.
Yep, he just caught my eye there for a second. No, I'll head up that main staircase. I just got distracted running around the outside.
No problem.
Okay.
There's a gap above the door because I figured out that I put this floor a little bit too high, so the doors wouldn't let me walk through if I had a wall above them. So I had to basically take that part out, unfortunately. Still trying to figure out a workaround for that.
You could do a second door frame if you wanted, and have the door in the upper door frame not open. Like, leave this one on auto open. I've done that before and it works. This door looks a little odd, but if you were to say have the wooden door in both, it just blends like it's a single thing. So that's one option.
I'll have to try that out. My kitchen area. Lots of beer.
Yep, I see the beer sign.
Funny, because I don't drink beer in real life, but I had to. Once I had the beer barrels, I had to have them.
Well, they're kind of essential when you start using S+ to automate a place.
Oh yeah,
who is it? The gardener?
Yeah.
Gardener drinks beer.
She drinks a lot of it too.
Yeah. And then
How did you get the signs on top of the refrigerators?
Oh yeah, I figured out you can clip them to that little box on top of the refrigerator.
Those are the standing signs, not the wall signs.
Those are the wall signs.
No, those are the wall ones. That's why I was wondering.
You can clip it. There's one little spot on top of the fridge you can clip them to.
Oh, I see that. That little nub.
Terrific.
I figured that out while I was trying to clip them to the wall behind them one day.
Good eye, Jen. That is neat. Okay, so if you guys see that, that's a little building trick right there.
Huh.
Yeah, I like to keep everything sorted as much as possible because I hate looking for stuff.
I'm eager to go check out the far side of the place. This is a little bit more decorative.
More living room and a little eating area there.
And I like you got your dogs here.
Oh yeah, have to have those.
Obviously, we have what, 3 solid options for a dog? Well, technically 4, depending on how you look at it in Ark. This is a good. This might be the most dog-like. Obviously, we got what, dire wolves, ravagers, and then bulb dogs. If you count those, I don't know if those count.
Hyena dogs.
Yep. Oh, we're looking at them now. They were my number one. I think they look the most like they just because they can sit, right?
Yeah, the sitting makes them look more dog-like.
If you could make the dire wolves sit like this, it would be a nice competition. The Ravager's obviously just a freaky bat-eared dog.
I wish you could make the dire wolves lay down like in the one loading screen.
Right, right. Especially in front of this fire, roll and show their belly. It would be pretty cute, right?
Yeah. This is one of my mini Jerboas. Decided to throw them on the couch. You landed perfectly, so nothing there.
And top hat.
Oh yeah.
You could paint that top hat.
I thought about it, but I thought it looked pretty nice on him.
Yep. I'm just picturing it in some more insanely insane colors. Painting. What's the painting? Is this of any particular importance? The one above, or you just fill space with your paintings?
It's from a Dungeons and Dragons book from the '80s, and
Okay.
I always liked the character look of it, so I decided to put it up.
Right. And
So,
this
basically Dungeons and Dragons.
something similar. A guy fighting a dragon here.
I thought it fit the theme of the game.
Yep. And this maybe some kind of winter scene. It's a little bit harder to tell.
It's harder to tell on that one, but it's a Gnoll from a Dungeons and Dragons fighting
Nice.
skeletons or something. But it didn't come out very well. But the little room is my bathroom, which I still haven't done anything with. Real.
Oh, all good. That works. I'm playing my first time playing in, I guess it's Pathfinder, not proper Dungeons and Dragons, but I have my first time playing that, and I'm trying to figure out which of the people in the party is going to be friends with my character, and it seems like none of them will. My character is like a drunken little gnome, and everybody is just nobody's enough fun. I keep trying to get people to have drinks with me. I got this peace pipe I'm offering around. Nobody's taking hits from it. It's fun though. Fun to get in that role-playing perspective. You've been doing it a long time, obviously.
I did in my youth, but not so much nowadays. I live somewhere where I don't have any friends around, so.
Yep. No, I understand.
Tried online, and it just wasn't the same.
Well, that's what.
Painting in the bedroom is beautiful.
Oh, is that upstairs here?
Right here.
Oh, okay. Right, upstairs is just the hangar. No, bathroom. Right here.
That's the tiny little bedroom.
Oh, yeah.
Bed, but I can't find any other beds that work, so I gave up and used that one.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. Just a purple sun with like Tron lines on it.
Oh yeah, yep.
Interesting.
Like an 80s feel.
What was that? Stewie?
Some beds you can paint those beds come different colors.
Right.
Yeah. I thought it was one you could paint there. Maybe it's in the ship decor I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
That's
the
in
ship one doesn't
Yeah,
have the
the
ability
ship
to lay
decor
down
ones
though,
you can
so.
paint all.
Okay.
And I kind of always lay down my log out for some reason, since they have it.
Right.
All right. Well, let's. Should we peek up at the roof? Is that another breeding project, or have you been? Who's pooping?
Not really. I've bred them a couple times, and mostly I just collect all the colors.
Okay, cool.
Anytime the color pattern I like, I get it.
So most of these wild tames then, from.
Most of them are wild. Yeah, I think I've got like two of the Valentine's Day ones. Actually, I got one left up here, but they were bred. But the rest of them are wild.
I missed.
I think I'm actually missing a few of them.
My grappling hook skills are top notch. There we go.
This one over here, this one is one I got from a base that was being torn down. I like the, I want a good heavy duty RG because mine aren't.
Mm-hmm.
So I grabbed that one.
Right. Yeah, these are in the 200s. They can get insanely high on this server.
I got another blue one that Chandler gave me when I first started out that I keep on the island at my base there.
Beautiful. All right. What do we got left? Greenhouse over here?
And I got the greenhouse, and then over that little bridge, that's about the only things left.
Okay. Lagged. Wow. Careful when you're gliding. I almost went off the cliff.
Lags a lot. I have too much.
Oh gosh, these look ridiculous.
Oh, those plants?
Uh-huh.
Those are the ones.
Yeah, I think it's a species Y or something.
Yeah, that's the Y.
Do they always look like that, or are they like distorted?
I think they always look like that. I haven't found a use for them yet.
Interesting. Well, they look good decorative-wise. I remember back when Corrales played Ark, he put plant species X down, and he was like, I get that people would use them for defense, but I want to use these for decoration. It's like,
them all over my base for defense, but I also put them on roofs because I think they look cool up there.
Yeah. No, the plant species Y I do not see very frequently around. That's the desert one,
They
right?
just pop out seeds. That's all
Right.
they do, and then the seeds you bury, and the seeds are the ones that you're supposed to bury, and then they can entangle whatever comes.
Yeah,
They're
like
for
little traps.
taming
basically.
Jerboas. So I should mention to people, this is something that I didn't used to see very often, but now I see very frequently, are these stacked tiered greenhouses. I think
Maximize the use of space. Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe somewhere around when Aberration came out is the first time I saw somebody do this, and I was like, ooh, that's brilliant. This feels more like a greenhouse when you do it like this, right?
And if you use the glass ceilings as supports for them, you can still get the 300% of the bottom ones.
Yes.
Otherwise, it blocks it if you use it whether it's stone.
Even in a very tiny spot, yeah, because the thing about these crop plots is they don't block. If you guys have ever noticed, put a crop plot on the roof, you can see through the bottom of it.
Yeah, they didn't texture the bottom of them.
And
so you have to put something down.
Right, and so that works to cover that works to allow light to go through too. I don't know if that's part of it or if they, but anyway, yeah.
For the bonus part, yeah, you have to put them. Anything above a crop plot has to be a glass ceiling, otherwise it ruins the bonus for the bottom ones.
Now, doing this is an S plus thing because these are built and based around half walls. I'd be curious to see if someone could make something like this happen in vanilla. It would be interesting, but obviously you don't have the same glass. The thing about this glass that these guys use on their greenhouses, it has the same durability as metal, so it's really good for a greenhouse. It means you don't have to like protect it or make the bottom row of walls stone or anything, because I've built greenhouses out of greenhouse glass, and what happens is a carno just comes crashing through your door one day.
Yeah, I've lost a few greenhouses before I figured that out.
Yeah, this stuff, it looks different, has a much more modern look, but super versatile because you can change the transparency, you can change the positioning of the beams that go around the outside, and obviously incredibly durable comparatively.
Also paintable too, which is nice.
Yes, yeah.
I haven't got around to that yet, but I think I like the way it looks.
Yeah, and it paints differently than the greenhouse glass. The greenhouse glass and this can take colors in a really bright. They can look really bright when painted on there. And then this, I don't know if you call this the Gnoll Pond, but you've got a little pond up here, leads to a waterfall, and a big old bridge across it.
Oh yeah, bridge. That's one of the last things I've built so far.
Now, how are you doing on base size? Do you have room to expand on the other side of the river? Or are you getting close to your...
Not really. No, that side is basically way out of my item pickup range, so I've been avoiding building over there. I just keep my dinosaurs over there.
Right.
I just like the look of it.
Yeah, no, I understand that. It's tough, to work with the terrain and the item collector sometimes if you do have a big body of water. Yeah.
I just like the look of this area, so I decided I want to keep using it, even though I can't really build any structures over here.
Let me zoom on out. Just showing off the waterfall. Looks cool. And the fences you built up around the end of the waterfalls, what were you thinking there?
That was mostly utilitarian. I had issue with, I was keeping my otters at wander.
Right.
They kept wandering over the edge of the waterfall.
Right, so I understand that.
Protect them from that. And plus, I kept on, when I was swimming around, I kept on accidentally going over the side. So.
Yep. No, that's understandable. I figured that's what they were looking for. But it doesn't look bad if you were trying to keep things from going over the edge, but allow the water to continue to flow. That's how you'd have to design it.
Yeah, I decided to make it look kind of like little fences around them or something.
I like that you got your croc floating in the edge of the thing too. He looks good.
Oh yeah, it's actually my son's, but he's not playing right now. He's working on his schoolwork, so I decided to take a couple of his more easily dying dinosaurs, the fish ones, and bring them over here.
Yep, beautiful. I like it.
Can we have the GPS popped up again? Someone's asking for the location.
Of course. What did I say? 2127, and we're about the same area right now. Thank you, baby girl. Mm-hmm. That is great. And I think we've probably just about seen the place. Is that right?
Yeah, a couple little miscellaneous things around, but nothing major. Stuff like a stairway I put up to get to metal, things like that. So
cool.
Nothing attractive.
All right, beautiful. Well, I'll figure out and we'll do a little outro for the video replay, and then we'll zip over and do the next base on the tour. Obviously, Noel, you can tag along and continue the tour until you have to go, but I know that you have to go at some point here.
Right.
And I'll turn the music up a little bit now that it's just me talking here, guys. Might have been too quiet to hear for the last little while, but I just want to make sure we could hear our host giving us the tour. So I'll say, for those of you guys watching the replay, thank you for hanging out. Feel free, come join us in this little community on this server. Pretty good spot. As you heard, people looking out for each other. Noel's done blueprints and stuff like that that are able to assist people like Gendaia with their interior decoration, that kind of stuff. And then, you know, if somebody has a bad day and loses their Jerboas, someone else has a Jerboa breeding facility nearby where they can take care of them. So awesome little place, and I'm very happy that it's all come together the way it has. These guys are amazing. You can see the amazing breeding projects, amazing builders, and Ragnarok's an amazing map too. At some point we'll move on and tour bases somewhere else, but for now this is what's on my to-do list. We'll finish up these tours. We got fun stuff happening next week, but yeah, if you're watching the replay, guys, just click the like button. If you are watching us live, the tours will continue, but thank you to Noel for the tour, and we will be back with another base tour in just a moment.